The Decorah Vikings got back on the winning track with a 48-7 win down at Waterloo East to open up district play last week. Head coach Mike Tangen joining us. And coach, 9 possessions in the game, 7 touchdowns in the game. You only reached third down 5 times on the night. Statistically speaking, it was a pretty efficient night. As you broke down the film, what did you see?
Yeah, I saw the same thing. I thought we executed really well on both sides of the ball. But offensively, I thought we were really explosive, kind of took what they gave us. It was fun to get a lot of people involved in the game, and everybody played, and we got some different guys involved offensively, which is always good. So no, it was good to get, different people involved and execute at a high level.
And when you can get 6 kids to find the end zone in one night, that has to be a pretty good feeling for you, right?
Yeah, I mean that's awesome. I mean that's just kind of what we always hope. We have a lot of guys that can touch the ball and do some good things. So it's important for us to kind of keep, defenses honest and be able to share the ball so they don't know who to key on. So I think that's a really positive thing for us.
We talked a lot about some rough edges that needed smoothing out heading into district play last week. Looking at the film, did you see some progression on that end of things?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, like you said, I thought we were really efficient offensively, a little bit different than the game before where we, did not convert on third downs. And so, just being able to execute on key downs. We still got some things we need to clean up in the special teams world. But that's just part of the deal. You just got to keep getting better each week.
And what are the areas that you're looking to improve on this week specifically when you focus on yourself?
Yeah, I think it's still just, this week especially, it's really about assignment football and making sure we're doing our job and not, trying to do somebody else's. And I thought we did a good job of that last week. And so, that's always a big point of emphasis is trusting, the defense, the offense, and trusting and doing your job to the best that you can because when all 11 guys do that, you can be very effective. If one guy tries to do somebody else's job or misses an assignment, that's when the other team will have success. So it's just being very consistent that way.
How do you get a defense to play together and trust each other like that?
Yeah, I think it always starts with just the way you teach it, and I think it's about the communication that they have with each other too, and just the more that they play together, and the more that they get to the point where they trust each other. I think that just comes with experience, but it's also being making sure that we're setting them up, for success that way too. So whether it's the teaching part or just the guys getting used to each other, and then just as you play more and more, you start realizing that, hey, that guy can do his job and I need to do my job. And if I trust him and he trusts me, then we're going to be just fine.
And this week, it's your home district opener as Cedar Rapids, Washington, comes to town. And there are sometimes moments, and I think you and I were talking about this off the air a couple of weeks ago, that it's a sign that the high school sports world is changing. If I go back to Mike Tungen's senior year and I would have told you Decorah would have been playing Cedar Rapids, Washington in a district football game, what would you have told me?
Well, I actually was just telling somebody that the other day. I would never thought we'd be playing Cedar Rapids, Washington in a district game, but that's just kind of the way where we're at. We're kind of a small school in the Class 4A, and it's just the way that it works. And they provide some challenges. They're a good football team, so I think it'll be a good challenge for us on Friday night.
And what specifically have you seen about them on film that impresses you?
They're a little old school, I mean, this is like preparing for Cresco, like back in the day when they were running a wishbone. I
Wow.
haven't seen that. I haven't seen that for a long time. So, they'll run the wishbone, they'll run the flex bone, which is a little bit of a triple option. So they're a very different style of defense or offense than what you normally see. And that used to be the norm, and the spread was the wrinkle, each week. But now it's everybody runs a spread, and these wing tees or these old school style of offense they're a little bit, you got to go back to the drawing board a little bit there, and the kids aren't used to it. So, that provides a little bit of a challenge, but it's still just about being assignment football when you play teams like this, where they have a quarterback that's very, very talented, and their fullback's a stud. So, and then they got some big linemen. And so, they're a good football team. Big thing will be is how well can we win first down? Because, when you play teams like this, they want to stay on schedule. So they want to get 4 yards, and so we need to get them to second and longs, and we need to get them to third and longs, and getting them off the field. because they're going to be running the ball a lot. So it's just making sure that it's going to minimize our possession. So we've got to get them off the field, when we're on defense, and then when we're on offense, we got to take advantage of it, and we got to drive down and put points on the board.
All right, Coach. Hopefully that's exactly what happens come Friday night. Keep your kids healthy. We wish best of luck.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Mike Tangen, head coach of the Decorah Vikings. It's Decorah and Cedar Rapids, Washington. Going to be a lot of red and blue on the field come Friday
Yep.
night.